Hi guys, how are you? Good morning. Today I am going to discuss about endocrine glands, that is parathyroid gland and pineal gland. First of all, I am going to discuss about the parathyroid gland. This is the parathyroid glands. These are the two pairs of glands. Parathyroid gland is two pairs in superior and inferior of small endocrine glands that usually lie on the posterior border of the thyroid gland within the false capsule. The superior parathyroids is also referred to as parathyroid intravenous because it develops from the endoderm of the fourth pharyngeal pouch. The inferior parathyroid is similarly also called as parathyroid 3 because they develop from the third pouch. The parathyroid secretes a hormone, it is called as parathormone, which controls the metabolism of calcium and phosphorus along with thyrocalcitonin. So each parathyroid gland is oval or lentiform in shape, measuring 6 into 4 into 2 millimeters. Each parathyroid gland weighs about 50 milligrams. Vascular supply. The parathyroid gland receives a rich blood supply from the inferior thyroid artery and from the anastomosis between the superior and inferior thyroid arteries. The veins and lymphatics of this parathormone were also associated with those of the thyroid and also thymus gland. Nerve supply of the parathyroid gland. Vasomotor nerves are derived from the middle and superior cervical ganglia. Parathyroid activity is also controlled by the blood calcium levels. Low level of the calcium stimulate high levels when high levels that will inhibit the activity of the high level of calcium that will inhibit the activity of parathyroid gland. Arterial blood supply of the parathyroid gland. The inferior parathyroid gland is supplied by the inferior thyroid artery and superior parathyroid gland is also supplied by inferior parathyroid artery. Next, parathormone. Parathormone is which is secreted by the parathyroid gland that is essential for the maintenance of blood calcium level within a narrow critical level. This maintenance of this parathormone blood calcium level is necessary because calcium is an important inorganic ion for many physiological functions. Sources of secretion. The parathormone is secreted by the chief cells of the parathyroid gland. Parathormone is protein in nature having 84 amino acids. Its molecular weight is 9500 daltons. Half-life and plasma level. Parathormone has half-life of 10 minutes. Normal plasma level of parathormone is about 1.5 to 5.5 nanograms per deciliter. Parathormone is synthesized from the precursor cells that is called as pre-pro-parathormone containing 115 amino acids. At first, the pre-pro-parathormone enters into the endoplasmic reticulum of the chief cells of the parathyroid gland. There, it is converted into prohormone that is called as pro-parathormone, which contains 96 amino acids. The pro-parathormone enters into the metabolism. 60 to 70% of parathormone is degraded by Kupffer cells in the liver by means of proteolysis. Proteolysis means conversion of proteins or peptides into the amino acids by the action of enzymes. That is called as proteolysis. Degradation of 20% to 30% of parathormone occurs in the kidneys. Parathormone plays an important role in maintaining blood calcium level. It also controls blood phosphate levels. Action of parathormone on blood calcium level. Its action on the bones, kidneys, gastrointestinal tract. On the bone, parathormone enhances the reabsorption of calcium from the bones through the osteoclastic activity by acting on osteoblast and osteoclast of bone. By acting on osteoblast means a cell that helps in the formation of bone, that is called as osteoblast. Osteoclast, a cell that helps in the breakdown of a bone, that is osteoclast. Reabsorption of calcium from the bones occurs in two phases, rapid phase, slow phase. In first of all, we will see the rapid phase. In rapid phase occur within few minutes after the release of the parathormone from the parathyroid gland. Immediately after reaching the bone, parathormone gets attached within the receptors on the cell membrane of osteoblast and osteocytes. Osteocytes mean these are the substances that are present in the bone. The hormone receptor complex increases the permeability of these membranes of these cells for calcium ions. Next comes to slow phase. Slow phase of calcium reabsorption from the bone is due to activation of osteoclast by the parathormone. When osteoclasts are activated, some substances such as proteolytic enzyme, citric acid, lactic acid are released from the lysosomes of the cells. All these substances digest or dissolve the organic matrix of the bone and releasing the calcium ions. These calcium ions slowly enter into the blood. Role of parathormone in the activation of vitamin D. Vitamin D is very essential for the calcium absorption from the gastrointestinal tract. But vitamin D itself is not an active substance. Instead, vitamin D has to be converted into 125 dihydroxycholecalciferol in the liver and in the kidney in the presence of parathormone. 125 dihydroxycholecalciferol is the active product. Activation of vitamin D. How it is the activation of vitamin D occurs? There are various forms of vitamin D, but the most important one is vitamin D3. This is also called as cholecalciferol. Vitamin D is synthesized in the skin from 7-dehydroxycholecalciferol by the action of ultraviolet rays from the sunlight. It is also obtained from the dietary sources. This activation of vitamin 3 occurs in two phases. In first step, cholecalciferol is converted into 25-dihydroxycholecalciferol in the liver. This process is limited and it is inhibited by 25-hydroxycholecalciferol itself by feedback mechanism. In the second step, 25-hydroxycholecalciferol is converted into 1,2,5-dihydroxycholecalciferol that is also called as calcitrol in the kidney. This is the active form of vitamin D. This is that needs the presence of parathormone. So this is the cholecalciferol vitamin D, which is the inactive form of vitamin D. Through the sunlight, through the skin, it is converted into vitamin D, that is cholecalciferol. Then in the liver, it is converted into 25-dihydroxycholecalciferol. In the kidneys, with the help of the parathormone, it is converted to 125-dihydroxycholecalciferol. That is the active form of vitamin D. And also in the intestine, it is 125-dihydroxycholecalciferol. Helps in the intestine, helps in the absorption of calcium from the gastrointestinal tract. What is the action of 125-dihydroxycholecalciferol? This 125-dihydroxycholecalciferol increases the absorption of calcium from the intestine by increasing the formation of calcium binding proteins in the intestinal epithelial cells. These proteins also act as carrier proteins for the facilitating the diffusion by which the calcium ions are transported. The proteins remain in the cells for several weeks after 125-dihydroxycholecalciferol has been removed from the body, thus causing a prolonged effect on calcium absorption. Action of parathormone on blood phosphate level. Parathormone decreases the blood level of phosphate by increasing on the bone. Along with calcium absorption, parathormone also increases phosphate absorption from the bones. Disorders of parathyroid gland, hypoparathyroidism and hyperparathyroidism. Hypoparathyroidism means that is also called as hypocalcemia. Hyposecretion of parathormone is also called as hypoparathyroidism. It leads to the hypocalcemia, decrease in the blood calcium levels. Causes for hypoparathyroidism are surgical removal of parathyroid gland, that is called as parathyroidectomy. Next one is another cause is removal of parathyroid glands during the surgical removal of thyroid gland, that is called as thyroidectomy. Next, hyperparathyroidism that occurs in the setting of excessive parathormone secretion causes hyperparathyroidism. It occurs, estimated incidence is 1 case for 1000 men and 2 to 3 cases for every 1,000 women. Less than 80% of cases are caused by a solitary parathyroid adenoma. Solitary means single parathyroid adenoma. 50% is multiglandular hyperplasia. Hereditary syndromes is in form that causes form 5%. Next comes to tertiary hyperparathyroidism. Tertiary hyperparathyroidism develops in the patients along with long-standing secondary hyperparathyroidism, which stimulates the growth of autonomous adenoma. This is the parathyroid adenoma. This is trachea. This is a carotid shape. This is the right side, left side, superior side. Malignancy. Uncommon endocrine malignancy occurs every 1% of cases of which are having their primary hyperparathyroidism. Age is 40 to 50 years of age. Slow growing and this tumor is progressive in nature. Tendency for spread to local lymph tissues with the eventual metastasis mainly to the lungs, less commonly into the liver and bone. Next comes to the pineal gland. This is a consciousness and memory. This is the pineal gland. This is the pineal gland. This is the optic chiasmatic nucleus. This is optic chiasma. This is the pituitary gland and this one is hypothalamus. Pineal gland. Pineal gland is also called as pineal body. This pineal body is a small body situated under the brain behind the third ventricle. It is connected to the brain by a short stalk containing nerves, mainly of which terminate into the hypothalamus. This pineal gland is about 10 millimeter long. It is a reddish brown in color, surrounded by a capsule. This pineal gland is size of the rice. Melatonin is a hormone secreted by the pineal body and also its functions are not fully understood. Pineal gland regulates sleep and wakefulness through the melatonin production. This pineal gland is also known as third eye. This in our inhibition of our growth and development of sex organs before puberty occurs because of the pineal gland. This pineal gland tends to atrophy after puberty and may be caused calcified in later life. Local hormones. A number of hormones are secreted by the cells, not in the glands, and are widely dispersed in the body. That is, first one is histamine. This histamine hormone is synthesized by the mast cells in the tissues and basophils in blood. It is released as a part of inflammatory process, increasing the capillary permeability and dilation. This histamine also causes contraction of smooth muscle of bronchi and alimentary tract and stimulate the secretion of gastric juice. Serotonin 5-hydroxytryptamine. This is also present in platelets in the brain and in the intestinal wall. This serotonin causes intestinal secretion and contraction of the smooth muscles. Serum obtained from the clotted blood may cause vasoconstriction due to the presence of serotonin released from the damaged platelets. Next comes to prostaglandin. This is a group of substances produced by the cells in the most of the tissues. Leukotrienes that are released from the mast cells may assist in promoting allergic responses and inflammatory reactions. This causes bronchoconstriction, vasoconstriction. Bronchoconstriction means constriction of the airways of the lungs. Vasoconstriction means narrowing of the blood vessels, increases the capillary permeability and attract neutrophils and eosinophils at the site of inflammation. These prostaglandins are present high concentration in joints in rheumatoid arthritis.